Okay, so now that you've registered for SimNet, I want to go ahead and show you how to log back in to SimNet. And whenever I say log in, get into SimNet is a better way of saying it, because if you use these links inside Blackboard, it'll automatically log you back into SimNet. So I'm going to go ahead and use this link right here, and we're going to get back into SimNet. Of course, there's other links here as well. So let's go ahead and click on Chapter 1. Now what you're seeing here is probably a different course than the one you're in. This is obviously COSC. You may be in a BCIS class, you may not be. This is just the COSC class I had running at the time that I made this video. But as you can see, there's some lessons and projects and some sim books. So what I want to do is I want to get into each one of these and show you around. So let's look at lessons first. So I'm going to click on lesson. I'm going to click on take lesson. And so you're given three things. You can do the show me.
When a PowerPoint presentation is displayed in normal view, the working space is divided into different areas. The Slides tab displays thumbnails of all the slides in the presentation. The slide pane is the area where you can modify slides, including formatting text and images. The Notes pane is the area where you can type notes about the current slide displayed in the slide pane.
Okay, so now we're going to go to Guide Me. And it says click anywhere in the slide pane. So correct. And it says continue. So I'm going to go over to Let Me Try. And it says click the part of the PowerPoint interface where you would add content to slides. Well, that's right in here, right? So you can see how it's done. Now let's go ahead and see if it's going to ask me. It should have another question right here. So I'm going to click to advance. So it says click the part of the PowerPoint interface that shows a thumbnail for each slide of the presentation. So that's obviously here, but I'm going to click say up here and see what it does. So it says it's incorrect. So at that point I can go back in and I can try it again. So it says click the part of the PowerPoint interface that shows the thumbnail of each slide in the presentation. So I'm going to click here. There it is, correct. So that's how the lessons work. Again, it goes through show me, guide me, and let me try. So let's go ahead and get into a project. Back to assignments. Now let's look at the projects. Now here you can see, and of course if you're in 2019, the instructions, this might look a little different to you as far as the instructions, but let's go ahead and look at the instructions. It gives me both Office and Windows, but again 2019 it might look a little different than this. It seems like that there's a button at the top that says Office or Windows, so it's allowing me to download these, and then let me pull them back over here. And these are the instructions for me to complete for this particular PowerPoint. So I would go through here and I would do every one of these using this starter file. So I would need to download my starter files first and then my instructions. Whenever I've done all the instructions to the starter file, I'll upload it here. You don't have to worry about the name. SimNet will rename it. You're already logged into your own profile, so SimNet takes care of all that, and then it'll give you your results, and you can make a second submission. Again, remember that the two submission grades average together. So now let's go over and let's look at the books. So this is the sim book. We're going to open the sim book. And of course your sim book again might look a little different than this. It might ask some questions along the way like let me try. So again, your sim book for BCIS will have the concepts book and not what you're seeing here. So just be aware of that. So anyway, I think that gives you a little bit of what your course will look like whenever you get into SimNet. So with that said, let's go ahead. You need to make sure that you head back over to Blackboard every time you do projects in here, and that way the grades get put back inside Blackboard correctly. But if you don't, no worries. It will normally sync at night. If it doesn't sync every night, then normally every week or two I'll go back in there and I'll manually sync them. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.